So I figured I'd do a little video. Um, well, King is kind of in the middle of a process here for a future owner or just anyone who's interested. I've got the back bumper off because when I got the car, the lower part of it, the paint was oxidized. We buffed it. We tried wet sanding, but the oxidation had sunk into the paint and it just kept coming back. So I made the decision to take it off and have it repainted. Um, Try to repaint as little as I can on the car. I appreciate original paint, and so even though the paint that's on there is really, I mean, you can tell it's original. It's got I say imperfections. You can kind of see it in the reflections. It shines up really well, like black does. It's a little dusty right now, but so with the back bumper off, you can see pretty clearly the aftermarket exhaust. It's a very professional job, and it's the runs the whole length of the car all the way to the headers, which are also aftermarket. Um, Everything under here just looks extremely clean. This, of course, is the gas tank. You can see the wires hanging for the tail lights here, but there is this is the power antenna. Um, and keep walking around the car here. So I'm just overall impressed with it's it's obviously 25,000 mile car. There's no doubt about it when you look at just the overall condition of things. So um, these mirrors have already been repainted. The paint was gone due to sun fade. There apparently was a cover over it, but it sat outside. Um, and yeah, I don't know if cover blew off or what happened, but because like all of this paint, no problem. All of the paint down here, no problem. Um, but just some select parts like the nose of the car, which this has been repainted. This whole bumper skin was taken off, repainted, and reinstalled. It was not painted on the car, um, and so it looks a lot better. All of this trim here is new. Um, I just felt what was on there, the sun had done some work on it. So with the hood off, you can see this forced air aftermarket system. It runs down through this bracket here, which has been fabricated, and brings air in right here. So it's a very unique system. I haven't been able to find the source of it or who the manufacturer is. I did find a stock filter for it. It's a little bit bigger filter than the stock Corvette filter, but yeah, I was able to, there's a part number on it, and I was able to source that. So the rest of the engine, it looks like AC Delco premium 8mm wires have been installed. And I, of course, in an earlier video, had Mark Hybeck Performance, who is a ZR1 specialist, burn a new chip for the computer just to optimize for the modifications that it has on it that we know about, which of course is the full exhaust, the 373 gears in the back. So tires are new. They'll be date coded 2020. and they were just installed actually this year when I bought the car, because the tires on it were dry rotted. They're Nido NT 555s, and really good tires. So the windshield, of course, I did replace. The factory windshield had that protective tint on it that had really messed up like they typically do. I made the decision to go with a stock C4 Corvette windshield instead of the other one. It's a simple thing to correct if that's what you want to do, but for my purposes and for what this car is, I really felt it was the right choice. So I am currently waiting on the hood and the back bumper to come back from paint, and they'll be installed. So just a quick tour of the interior. This it's in actually quite excellent shape. It does have an aftermarket amp and subwoofer that is professionally installed. All of the speakers were replaced at that time, and then a new head unit installed. I have the factory unit, but decided because this vehicle has other aftermarket features on it, I would go ahead and leave that system in, and it's a good system. So obviously the seats, excellent condition, and no obvious flaws on the interior. So it's a good place to be. The top that's in there now is not the glass top, it's the painted top. I do have the new glass top in the case there, and then I have the original glass top which had sun damage. I have that packed away. It is available, but this is the new one. So that'll pretty much conclude for now what I have to say about this car, but it's just a wonderful Corvette, and I've enjoyed driving it, and I've really enjoyed bringing it back to the state that it should be in, and kind of like a rescue puppy. It had a good home at one point, and then something went wrong, and it wasn't abused, it was just neglected. And so just the opportunity to bring it back